today I'm actually going to start doing a bit of a review. I sent home moms and dads this right back in the beginning of COVID. This is our Alpha Animals Activity Book Level B. It's going to be a letter review and letter sounds review. So I'm taking it right back to the beginning of the school year because it's been a couple months since I've done anything with these kiddos in regards to this. So if you have this great, awesome resource, fantastic. If you got rid of it because you were cleaning, no problem. I'm going to go through what we're going to do and the different work. So I hope that your kiddos enjoy what we're going to do. They should recognize it. All right. Okay, so in our red Magic Penny book, there is this little poster, and this has all of the alpha friends that we are working with in this particular book. So it is like the first 12 letters that we introduced them to. They actually got introduced to this back in pre-K, so we are definitely doing a review. So here we have the letter A, and the sound that it makes, ah, and here's our friend Andy Ant. So that's our alpha friend that we use with this, Andy Ant, ah. Here we have letter O, Ollie, otter. O says ah, Ollie, otter. Here we have I. Here is our Iggy iguana. I says eh, like Iggy iguana. This is Calvin cat. Calvin cat. C, Calvin cat. Here we have letter D, lowercase d. Notice the positioning. If you make a fist with your thumb up, your hand looks like a D. So that's a little helpful way to remember which way D goes, because sometimes we get those confused. So here we have Danny Dragon, D, Danny Dragon, D, Danny Dragon. Here we have Frankie Fish, so the letter F. F says, that's kind of a fun one to say, like you're blowing something away. So we have F, Frankie Fish. F, Frankie Fish. Next we have our letter M. M, and it makes the sound like something is yummy. So we have M, Millie Moose. M, Millie Moose. Next we have our letter N. Here we have it. We have N, which is very like M, obviously, the way that they sound. M says N says N. Different sound, but similar. N, Nellie, Newt. N, Nellie, Newt. Next we have P. P says P, Polly, pig. P, Polly, pig. Here we have Rosie Rat. Rosie Rat. So we have letter R. R, Rosie Rat. R, Rosie Rat. Here we have the letter S, which the alpha friend for this is Susie Snake. We usually do S and snake because of the slithery sound that the snakes make. So here we have S, Susie Snake. S, Susie Snake. And the last one to review from our red book is the letter T. T, Tammy Toad. T, Tammy Toad. Now, what's really nice, so the poster was inside the book. What is also nice is inside of the books, the ones that, these were all things that I cut out since I've been home. So I know that your kiddos, if you still have this book, if you haven't gotten rid of it, these things are going to be in the book, and these are things that your kids can use for review. So here we have, again, here's our friend Andy Ant. So we have Andy Ant, A, Andy Ant. O, Ollie, otter. I, Iggy, iguana. C, Calvin, cat. D, Danny, dragon. Okay, let's slide those guys up. Here we have F, Frankie Fish. M, Millie Moose. N, Nellie Newt. P, Polly Pig. R, Rosie Rat. S, S, Susie, snake, and T, Tammy, toad. Again, this is just review, and these are things like I cut these out, sorted them, put it into a baggie so that I can use this again and again. Your kiddos can do the same thing. If not, you can seriously just take a piece of paper, write the letters on them, and just review the sounds, especially with the letters. So also, let's see, 1 second. All right, families, boys and girls, the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to actually practice writing our letters again. This is something that, proper letter formation is really, really important, and it should be something that is practiced pretty much daily. Make sure that when you're writing that your boys and girls, your sons and daughters, are writing and they're starting at the top and going down. So we're going to practice writing our letters for our red book. Those are the ones I just reviewed, so I'm going to practice reviewing how we write those letters the correct way. So I'm going to start obviously with the letter A and the sound, the A sound. So here we have it. I'm going to start on the dotted line, or just slightly below it, make a circle, go down back up to the dotted line and make a little line down. So I'm going to do that one more time so we can see it. So it's a little circle between the dotted line and the bottom solid line, and then a little line down from the dotted line down to the solid line. So there's our letter A. Next, I'm going to review doing the letter O, Ali, otter. Just like we start with the A, we're going to start at the top. We're going to make a little circle between the dotted line and the bottom line. So we're going to make a little circle. If you're using regular paper, obviously I have set up and put these strips on here so that I can write on them. If you just have lined paper, make sure that they're writing kind of in the middle of the line and not starting at the top. It is something that's going to take practice, and I know that, we can definitely master this. So we have our A, Andy, ant, O, Ali, otter. Next, we're going to have I, from Iggy, iguana. So here we have I. Start at this dotted line, go down, and then you're going to put your dot in the middle between the top line and the dot, or the dotted line. So I'm going to go little line down, dot in the middle. That is our I for Iggy, iguana. Next, we're going to work on our C. C starts pretty much just like the A and the O, except of course with the C, we're going to go all the way around, and we're not going to connect them. We're going to stop. We're going to make a stop. So here we go. C, K. Here we go, Callie, cat. And then next we're going to practice our D. I did show you really quick earlier in the video where sometimes B's and D's get confused. That's totally normal. A little trick to remember is that, when you make a fist with your right hand and have your thumb up, it looks like a D. So here we go. I'm going to make our D. I'm going to start it just like our A. So I'm going to start and I'm going to make a little circle between the dotted line and the bottom line. Now I'm going to pick up my marker and I'm going to go all the way up to the top line, and I'm going to go all the way down. So here we have our D. Again, little circle. I'm going to start. It's going to go between the dotted line and the solid bottom line like this. And then I'm going to pick my pencil. If I had a pencil, I'm using a marker instead. I'm going to pick this up, take it all the way to the top, and bring it all the way down. Again, I want to emphasize that I'm starting at the top and I'm going down. We do not want to see our friends, our boys and girls, writing like this. It works better for brain development and for future reading and writing if they master starting at the top and going down with their letters. Okay, so we have our A, O, I, C, K, and D, D. Next, we're going to make our F. This is the lowercase f. These are all lowercase letters. So we have A, O, I, C, K, D, D, and now we're going to make our F. Now, it's good that it's Frankie Fish because the F, the lowercase f, tends to look like an upside down fish hook. So I'm going to start my F, my hook for my F. It's going to be between the dotted line and the top line. I'm going to start it in the middle. I'm going to bring it up, make a hook, bring it all the way down, and then I'm going to cross it right on that dotted line. And here we have our F. Now I'm going to make another one. Again, I'm going to start it between the dotted line and that top solid line. So I'm going to start in the middle, bring that hook all the way up, then take it all the way down to the bottom solid line, and then I'm going to cross it in the middle. So there we have our F. Very good. So next we're going to start with making our M. Next is going to be our letter M. So with M, it's going to start just like the I did. So we're going to start our M, and remember M, man. Our alpha friend is Millie, moose. Makes that M sound. Here we go. I'm going to start once again on that dotted line. I'm going to go down to the solid line, go back up. I'm going to make a hump and go down. Go back up, make another hump, and go down. Here is our M. M and N, very similar. M has 2 humps. N, as you're going to see, only is going to have 1 hump. So again, we're starting with a straight line at the top, at that dotted line. We are going to go down to the bottom line. Go back up to that line, back up again, and make a hump and go down. So I'm not picking up my pencil for this at all. I'm just going to leave it right on the line and just trace back up over that line. Start at the top, go down, back up, down, down. Don't pick it up, just keep going, one fluid movement. So next we have this is our M, Millie, moose. Next we're going to be doing our N, like nose, and our alpha friend is Nellie, newt. Starts just like the M. N is a little bit easier, of course, because take off a hump and there you have the letter N. So here we have it. I'm going to start that dotted line, go all the way down to the bottom, back up to that dotted line, and then bring it right back down. N. Here we go. Do it one more time. I'm going to start that dotted line, bring it down, take it back up, go all the way around, and here we have another N. Very, very good. Our next letter is going to be a little bit different. This time we're starting with the letter P, like person. Our alpha friend is Polly, pig. So here we're going to be making a P. P starts just like the I starts, just like the M starts, and just like the N. It starts with the line at the dotted line. But the P is different because what this one's going to do, boys and girls, is it's going to go under our solid line. It's going to go under it. So we are going to start our line at the dotted line, go all the way down, go under. We're going to go back up to the dotted line. We're going to make a circle, come around, and stop. And again, you'll notice Miss Mancy didn't pick up her pencil. I just kept going. I traced back over that line and went up and around. You can pick up your pencil like we had to do for the A and for the D, but you don't have to. So again, I'm going to start with our P, start at that dotted line, bring it down under the line, go back up, make a circle, bring it in and connect. P, Polly, pig. Very, very good. The next letter we're going to work on, boys and girls, is we're going to work on the letter R. R says R, like rose or ruler. Our alpha friend is Rosie, rat. So here we're going to start just like we did. It's very similar to the N. Starts like the M and the N. But we need to pay attention to where we stop in it, because if we go too far with our R, it's going to look like an N. And they're not the same. Different letters, different sounds. So here we have R, Rosie, rat. Here we go. Line down, start at the dotted line, go down to that solid line, back up, make a little hump, and then stop. That's what I'm saying. It's really important that you stop, because if you keep going, we have an N. Not the same letter. So we're going to start again at the top here at that dotted line. We're going to go down to the bottom line, back up over and around, and stop. Very good. All right, so we've got our M, N, P, P, R, and next we're going to do the next letter that we have to do is our S. S is a little bit different. It's kind of a fun one. And fortunately, the lowercase and the capital letters are pretty much the exact same. So here we have it. So our alpha friend is Susie Snake. S says like sizzle. So that's a fun one. So here we have it. I'm going to start again just below my dotted line. I'm going to go back up, bring it in, and around. It's like shh. If you played Chutes and Ladders, it's kind of like the Chutes. There we go. So here we have, we're going to do that one again. Here we go, our S, Susie Snake. So here we go. We've got one more that we're going to do. And this is our last alpha friend. It is the toad. So here we go. T, again, starts differently, a little bit differently than these guys. It kind of starts like the I, but where it's going to start is where we actually dot our I. It's going to start in the middle between the dotted line and the top solid line. So we're going to start it right in the middle. I'm going to bring it all the way down to my dotted line. I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to cross it right on that dotted line. Okay? So here's our T, Tammy, toad, talk starts with it. You might want to think of other words that start with these letters. And here we have one more time. Here we go. I'm going to start in the middle, right here, between the dotted line and that top line. I'm going to bring it all the way down, and I'm going to cross it right in the middle. All right, boys and girls, so here we have it. We have reviewed our level B, red team, Alpha Animals activity letters that we've learned. Again, most of you learned these back in pre-K, so you know these solid. So this is just a quick review. We're going to do a little bit more. Actually, I'll probably make another video tomorrow, but let's really quick. So we're going to do A, Andy, ant. O, Ollie, otter. I, Iggy, iguana. C, Callie, cat. D, Danny, dragon. F, Frankie, fish. M, Millie, moose. N, Nellie, newt. P, Polly, pig. R, Rosie, rat. S, Susie, snake. T, Tammy, toad. Very good, boys and girls. You will see Miss Szymanski again.